Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5. Your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
Not just yet. State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply...
Keep your distance, darling.
That'll make a great headline. I can keep going a little longer now.
Triumph after triumph. You have excelled in base villainy. For he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. You have reached the time of majority, and you shall come into your birthright. But another seeks to disinherit you. Do not let her be your death. Your father loves you. You have already made us so proud. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your own. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is greater than you could have dreamed. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, dear sister, must die by your hand, an offering in Baal's sanctum. Your heart pines for the love of your lord. Today is a wonderful day for murder.
Lord Gortash has been expecting your arrival. Please hold a moment.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Miss Aura, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
I welcome thee. Your little scroot of a friend left this on my floor the last time you visited. I presume you have returned to re-engage my services? You forgot what we did? I find that hard to believe. But if you speak truth, perhaps I could jog that lazy memory of yours. You seek answers. Lord Mammon seeks coin. I will happily mediate. The first hit's free, eh? My, you stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. I break people. I opened a portal for you and Lord Gortash. My word. You asked me to jog your memory. Jog I did. Our micro-pact is complete. You are just adjusting for inflation, the appreciable value of knowledge, Lord Mammon's tithes. Aha! Then to piecemeal information we return. You would... Now. That would be but a drop in Mammon's... I thought you'd never...
Let me back in. I'll bring Leroican out here, you tin tube. You tell Leroican I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? And you're lucky I'm not in the mood for payback. Why don't you move along before you start regretting hanging around? Get out of my face. I've lost good people to the wizard that owns that shop. Leroican. Offered a huge pile of cash to chase down some relic called the Night Song. Mentioned it was buried under a goblin hive. I'd never have taken my people there. He owes me a lot. An asthma. You found it? Where is it? And I suppose you were stupid enough to kill her. Son of a bastard's whore. You had a small fortune in your grasp, and you let it go. I ought to knock some sense into you. But you know what? I'm too goddamn tired. If she's out there, I'm gonna find her. You mark my words.
Welcome to the counting house. I'm head clerk Mead, honey. How may the Fellowship of Financiers serve you? Will this one start breaking bones like the Stone Lord? Hin's horned feet. The who? The what? All right, fine. A rather large... He's an unusual sort of customer, but the head banker said he'd handle it, so it's fine. I'm sure we're just fine. that would be most unusual. But then so is our visitor. Very well. Show the guards this temporary vault pass, and should my superior ask, keep my name out of it. More unmarked withdrawals. You could have...
Captain needs to see.
Account holders only from here. Right. Which is to say...
What about bugbear? It might be as strong as a bugbear.
To pass the bloody time.
Just need to see your vault pass, please. Looks in order.
Mark the notice in a badge, Smoke. The ancient magic ones need vengeance.
It's still moving.
Hush your fussing. Nine Fingers had this one made especially. That little mouthful will barely slow it down.
But the stories...
Stories. Tall tales and big names, lad. Don't let them fool you. Elminster the Archmage, Drist the Drow Exile. Heroes have power, aye, but not half so much as we do. A little coin into the right purse. A soft word in the right ear. It's not glory that spins these plains, lad. It's gold. See? Now. Moradin's cracked clay.
There is no gold in here! If there is one thing Minsk hates more than beasts with bad breath, it is those who are tricksome with the truth. And turnips. But you are no turnip. Let that be of comfort in your final moments. You. The Absolute has shown me your face, villain. I will beat it into a more pleasing shape.
Enough play, Stone Lord. The Absolute has other plans for this one. Nine Fingers set a poor trap, little banker. Let the Absolute's faithful show you how it is done.
Now come, Stone Lord. We have the gold, and the Absolute has need of it elsewhere.
As you say, Jaheira.
First they take Jaheira's friend, and then they take her face. Oh, she's going to hate that.
Oh, for a skeleton king.
Year's interest to this year.
Easy.
You can tell Nine Fingers this was... Wait. You're no guild sworn. You're missing your motley, Jester. With what he cleared from our vaults. He's got enough gold to make himself a lord in... Funny that. I don't give a damn. As chairman of the Fellowship of Finance... Not for us, you understand. For the common Baldurian. Try all of it. What he can do with that kind of coin. Good for you. Retrieve the coin. Feel free to poke around this place and it'll help you pick...
You must hear me, Devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door. Not yet. But... one more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us. I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away, which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
How short-sighted. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running. If you see reason...
Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Gith. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. A devil of Raphael. He will have made
The House of Hope.
The House of Hope, you say? Every house has an entrance, Istik. Even those in the Hell.
You are wasting your time, and...
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger.
I'll take that as a
Take it however you want.
Oi!
You must have slipped by me earlier. Cheeky. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more... Listen, if Raphael can stop it, he wants to.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done, and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us, so he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace. There's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. I knew I could count on you. We share that killer instinct. And now we know that Cazador's skulking somewhere beneath the palace. It'll be infinitely easier to track him down. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Stone Lord, he calls himself. The gang look.
No, you can't be here. It's not safe. She has my scent. Run. Do not stop until you feel sunlight and fresh air. It's just flesh. But my spirit... she did much worse to that. She tormented me with blades and hot irons. I resisted. But then she forced me to drink a foul brew. The rabid, cursed blood of all manner of beasts. I lost control. I felt the bear take over, blood crazed. And she forced me into a cage, along with children taken from the streets. I was powerless to stop myself. Their screams, her laughter, it's all I can hear. I do not deserve to see the sun again. She's too strong. You have to turn around. Go. Let me buy you some time. She's coming for you.
You face her already.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek, little piggy? Hush, hush. Orin will take care of you and your little pet. So eager to feel me drain its life away. Dull wits, dull blade. You are not yet ready. I could peel a fine pelt from the mutt I caught sniffing at your heels. Drag skin from flesh, from bone. I will not slice. His kind die too easily. The Murder Lord demands a better offering. A child of Baal. One whose veins pump with his poison. I know my slaughter kin is near. So does our father. He wants to see us duel, to taste we shred each other on his unholy soil. But not yet. Not until my kin proves worthy. The tyrant Gortash must be slaughtered. His netherstone must be taken. Step in my domain while the tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure into your pretty plaything's skull. Bring me his stone, and I will set the bait free. Only then can the duel begin. My bloodkin and I will create exquisite carnage. The victor will set the world to slaughter. That is Baal's offer. He will not make another.
Queen Vlaakith.
Ah, Charlotte! And still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Charlotte, will listen.
we're going to convince Lae'zel to go for this, because Thaddeus believes his companion should be their darkest, most powerful selves.
The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great Dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith. Lae'zel's doubts turn to rapture as she considers an eternity as Vlaakith's chosen.
Born to Vlaakith. No Githyanki's held the honor. My faith, almost lost to the dark winds. How incredible for them to carry it back. Chmarzalal Vlaakith. Your grace is my honor. Orpheus will die by my hand, and I will take my rightful place at your side.
One promise. One drop in the astral sea. Do not fail me, for you would not survive the flood to follow.
You turned my eyes to the truth. My faith is acknowledged. My destiny set in slate. Vlaakith's mercy is as rare as the disciple who earns it. My queen, my eternal regent. Through your eternal wisdom, I will be legend. Let us bathe in our pride, then. But, oh queen, you've heard my cry. I will take the Orphic hammer from Raphael's leg. Chmar... Are you sure that's the best course of... Confirm.
So, Lae'zel remains loyal to her queen, all right?
We must claim the crown of...
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An Elder Brain enslaved is one thing. An Elder Brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Not love, no. What I had with Belen Stelmane was much more than that. It was unique, at least when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belen was different from my relationship with you. I see that you are unable to let that go. But do not forget that I trusted you with my life, as you trusted me with yours. Manipulation or not, we need each other. My relationship with Belen was similar in this regard, though less dramatic. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belen took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. Astute as ever. You think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. Belen thought the same at first. You are wrong. Feeling is vital to the pursuit of anyone's goals, even a mind flayer's. Like you, mind flayers know fear. Like you, we crave recognition. But unlike you, unlike the others of my kind, I am no slave to either. My end is and always has been freedom. Belen understood this. Belen became my freedom. I am glad you were able to learn something. Another quake.
Yes, cousin! Another absolutist, come to see what we did to poor old Sarin. Your god took her mind, cultist, so Bereki took her head, and I burned the flesh from her bones. And now you come... Yes, cousin says we will take you in return. He says you look just like kindling for Sarin's funeral pyre. cannot. Pass, then, and do not...
Shouldn't go wandering.
On the half-orc's finger, you notice an unusual...
Scurry away, good book, before I crush you.
You recall seeing this symbol on crates marked for Nine Fingers Keep.
Oi! Stop staring. Start walking. Last chance. You're here to see Nine Fingers? Always don't let anyone through, Tuscan. Come. I'll take...
No, Petal. That wasn't very polite. Ah! Did you think you were the first? That I didn't plan for it, Petal? That said, I'm shocked and appalled, Petal. I can't believe you tried to gut me out in the open like that. After all, it's not just me anymore. What is it they say? Eating for two. I gobbled myself up a sweet little girl, and she was so very tasty. Venver sits in my belly, growing fat with power. In time, I'll vomit her up and have myself a fresh young hag to train. Unfortunately, that leaves me in a pickle. For while I'd love to rip your guts out, I shouldn't. Exertion is bad for the baby, you know. So, walk away. Walk away and let me a fine hag make. You want to negotiate? You lost that privilege when you killed me, you little shit. Stay and die, or walk away and live. Or what? You'll kill me, touch me, and the girl dies. And I'll simply return, stronger than ever. A woman in my condition should be relaxing in the bath, not dealing with this nonsense. I leave you to my crew, matey. And should you somehow survive, stay away, or Vanna will suffer